अमित, मुझे ये बताइए, क्या अशोक गहलोत की चीफ मिनिस्टर पोजीशन खतरे में है? और क्या अभी भी ऐसा हो सकता है, जैसे अमन कह रहे हैं कि वो बनने नहीं देंगे सचिन पायलट को, क्या अभी भी ऐसा हो सकता है कि सचिन पायलट को कांग्रेस जबरदस्ती चीफ मिनिस्टर बना पाए?
देखिए, दोनों चीजें इसमें हैं कि एक हाल फिलहाल अभी इमीडिएटली हम मुख्यमंत्री के उसमें कोई बदलाव नहीं देख रहे हैं। क्योंकि कांग्रेस जो है राजस्थान में अभी जो हालात हैं उस हालात में ये खतरा कभी मोल लेना नहीं चाहेगी। अच्छा, केसी वेणुगोपाल ने और यहाँ पर पहले ही बोल दिया है कि अभी हम अध्यक्ष चुनाव पे जो फोकस कर रहे हैं और राजस्थान के बारे में सोचा जाएगा बाद में। 2 या 3 दिन के बाद की बात कही है उन्होंने। लेकिन यहाँ पर जो अशोक गहलोत के कुछ और, जैसे हमारे यहाँ पर मंत्री परसादी लाल मीणा है, उन्होंने बहुत पहले कहा था कि कुछ नहीं होने वाला, अध्यक्ष नहीं बनेंगे और 19 तारीख के बाद ही जो होगा वो तय किया जाएगा। तो एक बात तो ये कि यहाँ पर बिल्कुल साफ नजर आ रही है कि अशोक गहलोत अभी फिलहाल सीएम पद से नहीं हटने जा रहे हैं। दूसरी बात, क्या सचिन पायलट, हाँ, और दूसरी बात कि क्या सचिन पायलट को यहां पर मुख्यमंत्री बनाया जाएगा या उनको कोई और जिम्मेदारी दी जाएगी? तो यहां पर अशोक गहलोत ही नहीं, उसके अलावा यहां पर जितने निर्दलीय जो सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, आरएलडी के एकमात्र विधायक हैं जो मंत्री भी हैं, डॉक्टर सुभाष गर्ग, वो, उनके अलावा जितने भी जो इनके सिपह सालार हैं, वो अब इस बात पर बार बार आते हैं। वो ये कहते हैं कि हम मानेसर कैंप की बात करते हैं कि मानेसर कैंप कि अगर किसी को कुछ भी दिया गया, उसे सीएम बनाया गया, तो उससे अच्छा है कि हम 1 साल पहले चुनाव में चले जाएं। मतलब बात इस हद तक जा चुकी है। जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। कि वो लोग मध्यवर्ती चुनाव के लिए तैयार हैं।
So I don't think the Congress leadership will want to touch this beehive.
I don't know. I mean, if the decision is going to be taken out of revenge, then I will not be too surprised if Ashok Gehlot is replaced. And that's exactly what we were talking about also. If she wants to show that she's the boss, then you think from the heart and not so much from the head. And then she's going to get Sachin Pilot to become the CM.
Is it also a pressing time bomb, a ticking time bomb for them, Sachin Pilot? Because he's been waiting. Do you think they're going to be pressurized because of that?
I mean, their calculation is where can he go? I mean, why would the BJP need him in Rajasthan?
They tried in 2020 but failed. BJP could not get the numbers with Sachin Pilot.
He doesn't have the numbers.
He only has 17 to 18 MLAs with him. I don't think the Congress would want to touch it right now. There was still a year to go in government, and replacing, I think, Mr. Gehlot at this time will not only destabilize this government of Rajasthan but also dent, I feel, a very big blow to Congress actually returning to power in Rajasthan. It has a cyclic nature, the state's politics, and removing Mr. Gehlot, I think, will be a body blow to Congress' chances of also coming back to power in Rajasthan.
But many also feel that actually the Congress has no chance to win again with Mr. Gehlot continuing. If they gave Sachin Pilot 1 year to enthuse the party and the cadre, then maybe they have a shot.
Well, I think that was the understanding, that Mr. Sachin Pilot would lead the party in the next election, maybe as being announced as the CM face for the next election. That was maybe the idea. So maybe doing it a year earlier when Mr. Gehlot is clearly not eager to leave his chair and who has 80 to 90 MLAs with him, I think it would be a disastrous step to replace Mr. Gehlot at this stage.
I'll come back to the Congress presidential race now in the last few minutes. Aman, you cover the BJP very closely as well. How is the BJP looking at this? They're obviously taking all kinds of pot shots. I don't think it was a great start. Just ominously speaking, with Mr. Tharoor making that blunder with the distorted map in his manifesto today. I mean, that's offensive to virtually every Indian. That's not about party lines at all. How do you think the BJP is looking at this?
Well, I think the BJP's line has been very clear from day one, Shivani. They have been clearly saying the biggest Darbari will become the Congress president. That has been the line the spokespersons have been taking from day one. And the nature of the election, why does Mr. Ashok Gehlot need to step out of the presidency? If the Mr. Gehlot would have filed his nomination, or why does Mr. Khadge go? Why does Mr. Digvijay Singh withdraw at the last stage? So clearly, the election has become a bit of a mockery. That is what the BJP is pointing out.
But what are they going to do now when there's not going to be Gandhi as the Congress chief? Ultimately, one of the biggest weapons is going to be lost, isn't it, Aman?
Well, yeah, that target at least is lost now. The blame can't be laid everything on Rahul Gandhi's door.
They'll still do it, I think. I still think Gandhis are going to be very much omnipresent everywhere. Look at what Kumari Shelja was telling me today, that, I think in the fitness of things, Shashi Tharoor should opt out. Clearly, the party has got a dictate that he is the chosen one, he is the man. And Kharge will keep going to 10 Janpat, 12 Tughlaq Lane. They will keep on talking. And we're talking about now. Maybe after a year or so, there's a Sitaram Kesari moment. people are disgruntled and they'll say, "Dekho, yahi hota hai if you don't get someone from the Gandhi family to lead the party." I mean, it's early days yet. I mean, picture abhi baki hai.
So, Pallavi, tell me finally, first of all, Mr. Tharoor, does he feel like he has any chance and this is some last-ditch effort? He also has made some noises that after he loses this election, he possibly has no future in the Congress party. Where do you see him right now? Where does he think he is?
I may be wrong, but maybe this is also yet something which is very convenient to the Gandhis. It adds on the narrative that let's have more and more people to contest the elections to make it look like a real election. But then, the problem is that this is what the Gandhis may be thinking. The rest of the Congress party is not able to keep their mouth shut. I mean, for example, Jairam Ramesh's reaction, very clearly he's brushing himself off. I mean, he's the media department head. And he's saying it's for Tharoor to decide how he's going to defend himself and his team.
Yeah.
So,
does Mr. Tharoor basically have a future in the party if he's not chosen as the next Congress chief? He's going to lose this election, which looks very imminent.
Yeah, but he's a man on his own. I mean,
he's already a man on his own.
He's always been a man on his own. I mean, I don't think he has too many friends in the Congress. He's more friends in other political parties, TMC mein, other parties, but less in the Congress.
You're saying there are no options for Sachin Pilot. Is there an option for Mr. Tharoor?
Well, I think Mr. Tharoor is a suave face of the Congress. He comes from Kerala, where the party, has the maximum representation right now. But even the Kerala unit didn't back Mr. Tharoor. Yeah. So that is the status of Mr. Tharoor. He does have ideas. He's come out with the brochure, so that is a good start. He has, at least besides that map thing, rest of the brochure, he has some ideas how to decentralize the party. I think he's put forward a vision. Maybe even if Mr. Tharoor loses, maybe Congress can take a cue out of some of those points and to actually implement them in the larger sense.
That doesn't sound like the Congress party.
That doesn't sound like
it. Doesn't do that.
Well, I think the first priority, as I said, is Congress Jodo. It's to get everybody together. That is the first thing which they require to actually win election.
And leads me to my final question, and I'll go to Pallavi with that, because Pallavi, the other cue that we're all waiting to see from the Congress party is after the president is decided, what happens to the Bharat Jodo Yatra? Who's going to then become the face of the Bharat Jodo Yatra? Is it going to continue to be Rahul Gandhi very much? Or is the new president going to have a say and lead that Yatra?
No, I think it's still going to be Rahul Gandhi because, I mean, look at it. I mean, he's now leading the Yatra and he's not the president. He's just a member of parliament. And he wants to project himself as, just another Karyakarta, just another party leader. So he'll do that. What I'm going to be interested in is whether Kharge will join the Yatra, whether he's going to tell. I mean, I can't imagine in a party like a Congress party, Kharge actually calling up Rahul Gandhi, telling him, tum ye karna aur wo karna, and he listens to it.
That's not happening.
That will be a different Congress, but I won't recognize that party if I'm going to be covering it.
Well, who knows? Maybe there are some twists in the tail. We don't know. But there are no twists as far as the candidates are concerned, right? Mr. Tharoor will stick it out, or is he going to withdraw?
8th October is an important day because that's the last day for withdrawal. Will they force...
Why would he withdraw anymore?
Yeah, but from the sound of his press conference, it certainly didn't sound that he's going to withdraw.
BJP will have a field day if he withdraws now to say that... No,
yeah, that will obviously look very terrible. All right, Amit, final word to you as well. In this entire tussle in Rajasthan, do you believe that ultimately Mr. Gehlot will end up having the last word? और क्योंकि लोग उनके साथ हैं, MLAs उनके साथ हैं, तो उनको कुछ भी करना बहुत मुश्किल होगा. और आपको क्या लगता है, सचिन पायलट के सामने अब क्या ऑप्शंस हैं अगर ये सिचुएशन है कि मिस्टर गहलोत को नहीं हटा सकते?
सबसे पहले बात हम ये कर लेते हैं कि अशोक गहलोत हट पाएंगे या नहीं हट पाएंगे. अभी सारे बयानबाजियां बंद पड़ी हुई हैं क्योंकि इनके ऊपर एक एडवाइजरी जारी कर चुके हैं, कोई किस तरह का बयान नहीं देगा. लेकिन एक ये बात भी सामने आई है कि ऑब्जर्वर एक बार फिर से राजस्थान आ सकते हैं, आकर के 1-to-1 जो है वो बात करेंगे, उसके बाद में 1 लाइन का रेजोल्यूशन पास करवा सकते हैं. ऐसे में हम देखते हैं 102 विधायक राजस्थान के हैं, जिनमें से अगर अशोक गहलोत को जिसको भी अगर सीएम बनाना है, बनाए रखना है, उसको 52 का नंबर चाहिए, वो डेफिनेटली अशोक गहलोत के पास में है. तो ये तो समझ में साफ साफ आता है कि अशोक गहलोत अभी अगर जो इनका ड्यू कोर्स है उससे जाते हैं तो हटने वाली बात में नहीं है. सचिन पायलट के पास में जो ऑप्शन अगर बचते हैं तो वो ये क्लियर अगर कुछ भी नहीं कहते हैं तो उन्होंने तो ये बोला हुआ है कि कल जब रात को इनकी सोनिया गांधी से मुलाकात हुई थी तो आकर के उन्होंने बाहर यही कहा था कि 2023 की चुनाव की तैयारी करनी है, सरकार को रिपीट करना है और मिलजुल करके काम करना है. तो अल्टीमेटली उनके पास में यही एक ऑप्शन बचता है.
राइट. आई बिलीव देयर वाज ए लीक्ड image of the papers that Ashok Gehlot was carrying, in which it very clearly said SP will leave for the BJP.
And join the BJP.
Basically, Mr. Gehlot is saying, if you drop me as chief minister, the government is also going along with me. So he's made that case, I think, very clear to Sonia Gandhi. There's a danger to the government.
She didn't even bother to listen to what he was saying. I mean,